Recently, China's Central Television Network, CCTV, showcased a series of military exercises during the Golden Dragon Conference in partnership with Cambodia. Various new technologies were displayed over the 15-day event, but what truly stood out were the robotic dogs capable of carrying and firing firearms. The news quickly spread and gained significant attention, particularly in the United States, which usually leads such innovations and is currently facing pressure due to rising tensions in the Taiwan conflict and the potential direct involvement of NATO in the Ukraine war, which could trigger World War III. Given these developments, what role might these new technologies play in future conflicts? How do they work, and what are the potential impacts they might have on us? These are the questions we will explore. The exercises, which resembled war games, featured numerous demonstrations by the Chinese in Cambodia and the Gulf of Thailand. These highlighted not only the training of their soldiers but also the current equipment at their disposal, including 14 new combat ships, 2 helicopters, and 69 armored vehicles, including tanks, used in live-fire simulations involving anti-terrorist and humanitarian rescue practices. Despite the impressive display of the China-Cambodia partnership, which concerns the United States due to China's expanding influence in the region, it was the robotic dogs that captured the most attention. This type of equipment is not entirely new, but the application and performance showcased appear novel and have already raised alerts in various nations. The Chinese company producing these devices, Unitree Robotics, prominently displays its name on the side of the robots. It is believed that each unit costs between $1,600 and $3,000, which is not considered expensive given its capabilities. In the video, a soldier from the People's Liberation Army states, "It can serve as a new member in our urban combat operations, replacing our human members to conduct reconnaissance, identify enemies, and engage targets." This is precisely what was demonstrated, with the robot performing jumping maneuvers, traversing rough terrains, and running at speeds up to 3.5 meters per second, or 12 kilometers per hour, comparable to human capabilities. The video mentions that it possesses 4D vision technology, facilitating the identification of friend and foe, making it a valuable asset in reconnaissance missions. The robot's body is made of aluminum and durable plastic, weighing only 15 kilograms without weaponry. When equipped with a machine gun on its back, the robot's weight increases to approximately 50 kilograms, slightly reducing its agility but transforming it into an extremely powerful weapon, particularly because it is affordable, has advanced vision capabilities, and does not risk human lives. The simulations demonstrated how it could be used to gain ground while troops remain protected, waiting for the optimal moment to act. However, this is not the first time the Chinese have showcased an armed robotic dog. In October 2022, Castrol Defense released a video showing a drone carrying a quadrupedal robot, which was carefully placed on the ground and soon began scanning the area with a light machine gun mounted on its body. This demonstration was part of an exercise simulating an urban warfare scenario and, though experimental, it still alarmed those who witnessed the devices in action. The same company had previously released footage of their robotic dogs equipped with smaller combat systems, such as smoke grenades and idle munitions designed to activate upon spotting a target. In March of this year, Chinese researchers reported that tests involving such robots yielded results comparable to humans in terms of aiming accuracy, indicating a significant investment in this technology. These demonstrations have unsettled some international observers, especially in the United States, where a member of parliament requested a report from the Department of Defense to explain the real and potential risks to national and global security. While the Chinese are pioneers in weaponizing robots, the United States is not far behind. In 2023, the Pentagon experimented with equipping quadrupedal ground robots with standard M4 rifles, a new Army-adopted rifle, and even a lightweight anti-tank weapon used since the Vietnam War. Additionally, just weeks before the Chinese revealed their tests, the U.S. Marine Corps Special Operations Command disclosed that it was experimenting with AI-controlled weapon systems on mechanized canines developed by Onyx. However, defense officials clarified that this experimentation with armed robotic dogs is purely exploratory, intended for inventors and engineers to explore the possibilities of this technology, with no immediate plans for practical deployment. Given China's advancements, widespread implementation of these devices might not be far off. Experts in the field are unsurprised by these developments. The first functional military applications of explosive ordnance robots, equipped with wheels and tracks and high-tech cameras, played a crucial role in personal safety and reconnaissance. It was only a matter of time before weapons were mounted on such equipment, which is exactly what is happening now. The major development is that, instead of using older models similar to vehicles, the military is transitioning to quadrupedal robots inspired by what already works in the animal kingdom. One of the first companies to develop this model was Boston Dynamics, which launched Big Dog in 2005. It was used for military purposes, transporting weapons and supplies for American soldiers in terrains hostile to traditional ground vehicles. However, it resembled a horse more than a dog, and its size, weight, and excessive noise led to its discontinuation, revealing that the technology was still premature. Despite this, the project laid the foundation for the creation of SPUR, another robot by the same company launched in 2015, addressing the deficiencies of the first version. Although too small for carrying loads, the new model found applications in reconnaissance due to its ability to ensure perimeter security quickly, safely, and silently, protecting soldiers involved in missions. Other companies like Robotics and Ghost Robotics started working on similar projects, securing public investments for their devices. In 2020, robotic dogs began to be officially used by the U.S. Armed Forces, contributing to the defense of bases in Nevada and Florida. Up to that point, the quadrupeds were employed solely for security patrols, functioning like mobile cameras. However, the potential for offensive use began to unsettle the public, who were already uneasy about the robot's behavior, a reaction explained by the uncanny valley concept. This phenomenon describes the discomfort we feel when non-living entities behave or appear lifelike. The closer something acts to being real without actually being alive, the more it causes a sense of unease. Moreover, concerns arose about non-human devices being armed, a frightening prospect, especially for fans of sci-fi movies and series like Terminator and Black Mirror, except now the threat is real. In response, Boston Dynamics, along with 6 other major companies, issued a letter in October 2022 stating they were prohibiting their clients, including the U.S. Armed Forces, from turning their products into combat devices, effectively banning the installation of weapons on their robots. However, Ghost Robotics did not join this pact and was the first to test such a concept, creating the SPUR, Special Purpose Unmanned Rifle, a quadrupedal robot equipped with a 6.5mm assault rifle developed by Sword International. Along with Onyx, which is developing AI-powered equipment, they stated that their weapons require an operator, ensuring the safety and integrity of non-targeted humans, at least for now. Industry experts like Sunan Bendet, a consultant at the Center for Naval Analyses, noted that despite their menacing appearance, these systems are currently far from being agile or versatile enough for battlefield use. Ground vehicles with wheels or tracks remain superior for these purposes as they appear better adapted, at least until human technology can more accurately mimic nature. It is still unclear how these robotic dogs will be used in the future, but considering their success in terrain reconnaissance, it may not be long before we are startled by the metallic sound of 4-legged robots on battlefields.